by all indications, from everything I've seen, when it comes to recruiting in HBCU football, Jackson State University remains number one. So since that's the case, I think it's only right that we strike up the motherfucking band. Let's go! They sound so beautiful, don't you agree? Shout out to the Boom, okay? And shout out to Coach Taylor, Coach Ridley. Shout out to Coach Ridley, okay? The invisible hand back there going to snatch boys, okay? Shout out to that king. You know what I'm talking about? Especially on behalf of my sister. My sister loves him, okay? That was one of her students when she was a teacher at Provine back in the Gap. You feel me? So shout out to him. You know, that's I'm talking about my sister that's currently a professor up there, Dr. Wells Harmon. Shout out to her as well. Okay. But shout out to the whole staff, man, put in work. Football recruiting got to be a hell of an undertaking. You need so many guys. Like when I'm just looking at all these signees, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of moving parts. That's a lot of cats. That's a lot of personalities. That's a lot of phone calls to make. That's a lot of mamas to talk to and sweet talk. And that's a lot of macaroni and cheese to eat when you go over there and visit them. That's a lot of shit. Okay, that's a lot. So shout out to the whole staff, man. I know everybody's working hard when it comes to recruiting. You feel me? But from all indications, like I said, we still number one. Okay. Like fam, you got themselves a pretty good class as well. Like I was seeing Grambling third for most of the things I looked at. And then the fourth, you know, some folks got Alcorn, some folks got Morgan State, you feel me? But the top spot remains JSU. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. We know having the top spot don't guarantee no celebration bowl. They don't guarantee no Black National Championship. Okay? So we still got to coach these boys up. Still got to do that. Okay? But recruiting is the lifeblood of college football, of college athletics, period. Got to get the talent in there. And we're still doing that. Okay? But let's just look at some of the guys. Some of the guys that's been notable to me, you know what I'm talking about, as I peruse social media and, you know, kind of keeping up with some of these guys, really getting themselves a good little following and handling business, being businessmen. That's what I've been preaching. You know, when I interview the youngest, I tell them you're a walking business. You know, people will pay attention to you just because you can run fast and catch a ball, and you got to use that shit to make some money. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, hopefully they use it for righteousness as well, okay? But just looking at the class overall, you know what I'm talking about, over the different periods, whether it be the December early signing period, whether it be up in January, or whether it be these latest signings, some of the guys I've just been excited about. Some we've spoken about previously, like Seven McGee, Philip Short, okay, Tristan Sion, DeQuarius White from up there in Holmes County. Okay. You know, I told y'all Holmes County grew me, spent 4 years up there teaching. So I will always have an affinity for them and anybody coming out of there trying to, you know, do something positive. You feel me? So, and this is a big ass boy, 6'4", 333. This is a big ass boy. Okay. So shout out to that king. All right. Some other ones that I was excited about, Nyreek Sharp. Seemed like some Power Fives wanted that young man. Including Prime, from what I'm reading, wanted that young man. Mississippi State wanted that young man. And he chose us. Okay, so I love to see that. Love to see that. Okay. Isaiah Spencer, wide receiver coming out of Florida, went to Madison Central, had an opportunity to watch that young man play basketball. I went up there to Madison Central to see my little brother-in-law who plays for Canton play against Madison Central. And Madison Central beat my hometown team. And it was mainly because of this young man. Okay. He played tough. He played tough. Played damn near the whole game. The game went to overtime and everything like that. Talented young man. I'm telling y'all, when a hooper switches to football, they usually raise hell. They usually raise hell. Because again, now look, maybe I'm biased, but I'm right. I might be biased, but god damn it, I think I am absolutely right. And I'm saying I might be biased because I was a hooper. But it takes more skill to play basketball. It takes more physicality to play football, and I think a little more crazy to play football. But it takes more skill to play basketball and more stamina. Okay, because you got to be able to run, jump, pass, dribble, shoot. You got a lot of shit you got to do. Okay. Well, football, this boy just got to be able to run, jump, and catch the ball. He ain't got to put the ball down on the floor and do nothing with it, which he can do that. I've seen it with my own eyes. But all he got to do is catch that bitch and juke somebody, get on down. This could be scary. Watch out for Mr. Spencer. Okay, I'm excited to see what that king does. Oh, and I can't forget about Aubrey's little brother, Ahmad Miller. Okay, somebody have another one of them boys coming up in there. He's 6 feet 210, listed as an athlete. Okay, might play linebacker, might play running back. I don't know. Okay, but he one of the Miller boys. Okay, that's how they make him up there in M-Town, I guess. Okay, so I'm excited about him as well. But overall, man, just a lot of guys we brought in, a lot of solid guys from what I'm seeing. We retained a lot of our key pieces. You know what I'm talking about? Kids that had an opportunity to dip out in that transfer portal. We retained. I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very good. Okay. I'm going to wait before I make a proclamation. Okay. I ain't going to book nothing just yet. Okay. I'm going to wait on that. But I'm feeling good. Okay. But I do have a message for these young kings out here. Okay. Some of y'all got a lot of stars by your name. 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, a lot of stars, right? Yeah, I see a lot of y'all doing what you're supposed to do. You absolutely right. Start them goddamn YouTube channels and run it up. Run it up, run it up. Get that money. Try to get you some sponsors behind that shit. That's where the real money is in this game. Okay. Get your social media follows up. All that. Do that. But don't forget what the main thing is now. Don't forget that. Okay. You got to lift weights. Your ass got to run. Your ass got to eat right. Your ass got to get some sleep. Your ass got to study that film in your playbook. Your ass got to be ready to roll. Okay? Because you can get all these YouTube videos out here. You can get all these social media followers and shit like that. You can have all these stars by your name. But if your ass don't show up on Saturday, all that shit doesn't mean anything. Okay? So we are wildly excited by this recruiting class. We want y'all to put in the work. We're going to support you. Jackson State University going to support you. Okay? I'm working on trying to get that same kind of support for basketball. But with football, that shit dead and it's going to be there. Okay? So you got some ride or dies with you. But if you really want to do what I saw one of them young kings say, I'm going to the NFL from Jackson State. start to finish, which I love that shit. If you're going to do that, y'all young kings who have those dreams, go ahead to put on. It's possible. Y'all see what's finna go down with Aubrey. Okay, as I tape today, Aubrey just turned up in the Senior Bowl, knocked somebody's head off. That's what he do. Okay. Y'all saw what James Houston doing in the league, okay, with the Detroit Lions. You can do it, but them boy put up numbers on Saturdays. Them boy knock folks' heads off on Saturday. They went and got it done on Saturday. Okay. So we looking for y'all to get it done and close the show. Somebody else said we start in Atlanta, want to finish in Atlanta. But we want to finish in Atlanta. To the previous administration talked a lot about finishing. We didn't finish. We won the SWAC. We won the Black National Championship. Okay. So with us still being number one in HBCU recruiting, we got the talent to do it. But South Carolina State and North Carolina Central said, fuck all that, these rankings and all this shit. When they see us, they trying to see us. Y'all bring an end to that. But it starts right now. Off-season workouts, off-season conditioning. We had a great signing day event. You know what I'm saying? Coach Taylor was visibly excited, which you love that. Like, I waited so long for this. You love that shit. It's an inspirational moment. Now it's time for the grunt work. Now it's time for the shit that's finna hurt a little bit. Now it's time for that run that might make you throw up. Now it's time to deny yourself that bad meal. You know what I'm saying? It's time to eat them weights. Time to eat this work. So we can go get that black natty. You feel me? Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?